This live stream will be, I will talk shortly, starting shortly. Sorry. So this is me, Zahra Jawad. Did I say that wrong? Um, and this is me, and that is you. My contemplations, crazy contemplations, also will be coming up like this. So this is about the Quran, very, very important. Please pay attention. Serious learners, students with me, and I'm myself a student. So just checking the sound because I've put a mic on this time, fixed a mic. So can't see myself live here. Where am I? So maybe maybe from the other channel I can see number 2 on YouTube. Oh, yes, I can see myself now. So I have come live. Sorry, subscribers, my subscribers on this second channel. I have um, I have to do this, so I'm coming live because I have more followers, subscribers on the first one. Let's see when the second number gets higher, then I will come on that too. Live. So I started here about these two ayats, comparing them. Surah Maidah ayat 87 and Surah Tahrim ayat 1. Shall I say ayat or ayah? Ayat means plural form of like verses, right? And ayah means one verse, singular. Okay, sharing this on my thing on the, this Surah Tahrim ayah, the commentaries and all, and much, he was saying much ado about nothing. So I wasn't getting him, like but he was doing it from the Sunni hadiths and like Shia hadiths. Then I checked the Shia hadiths, multilingual Quran, and it is that even two things, honey and Maria the Coptic. So when Hafsa had left for her parents' house, Prophet Muhammad slept in her house on their bed with Maria the Coptic. Maria the Coptic. Uh, you see, so I was like, what, like that. And so when a reasonable man, we're not even close to reasonable men, reasonable people, I think. You see what this religion has done to us, the dogmatic beliefs and all this, blind following. Is the sound okay? The reason why I put a mic on is that my head is hurting, and this is why I'm talking about my performance will be low, my health. Let me see if I just take the mic. Is it better now? Is it louder? I think it's the same. So sorry for the background sound here. I'll be starting properly uh, after a little while of introduction, brief. Hope it's brief. So you see, I was like logically, by the help of someone who, what's this, a message from the live stream of Paramahamsa Vishwananda. Jai Parmam Savishwan. He's come for the darshan. So I'm leaving everything behind here. Uh, Jai Paramahamsa Vishwananda, Hindus, this, that, my own thing, Radharani, science that I am, or what is a human being? Because you see, I told this person last night, a great person who had come, Ganache. The other way around is like, no, Nach Gane. Ganache, sorry, you are a saint. So can you, does my voice sometimes gets cut so in between the videos, live streams here. So if I thank you or something like this, and don't miss the good part. You're a saint. But you know, again, I went to sleep. Before going to sleep, I was in a very negative. Don't know why it is like this with me. I was saying thank you. You know, you saved my life and all this the whole night. I was better. I was, yeah, better. But then later on, before going to sleep, the negativity hit me so hard that I could not control it. I couldn't even thank God or anything like this, nowhere near. If I try to thank God, I was even telling Shri Ravi Shankarji through a distance. I don't know whether he got it or not. Earlier on, some 7, 8 years ago, when I was following him, that I'm sorry if I won't be able to thank you because the energy inside doesn't allow me to do that. Sinking, sinking. So it's so my condition is like this. Now I have to speak about my condition and put glasses on because my head, if my head starts to hurt in between, I'll have to rest. It's too much now, 2 days in a row. Yesterday and today, it's too much. Um, the reasonable man got it and became an ex-Muslim. Why can't we? So thinking of Abdullah Samir, who from whom I, got about Surah Tahrim, the commentary, the hadith, and all this, and about the ayats. So, like much ado about it. So, anyhow, why can't we? So, it's very, very shocking because I think the Shia pattern of thinking, like what the commentary section was in multilingual Quran. So, huh? This thing is not like it is just recommended to do it. It is lawful, but recommended, not compulsory, right? So why don't you do it? Well, I mean, sorry. Uh, a slip. There's a compulsion. Oh, there's someone else during my sleep. I can feel, and the harassment is on. And so sometimes I'll be blurting out what I really don't want to say. So please overlook and bear with me. Right? But I have to do this. This is very, very essential, very important to show you how we've missed out. Just taking it logically by the help of someone I'm very ungrateful to. Grateful to. So yesterday I asked who was the guardian protector of, who were the guardian protectors of the idol worshippers. As we are told, they take them in Surah Zumar, Ayat, right? 3 or something. 4. Okay, memory is also terrible. So because of my health, my performance has to be like this. I'm not prepared, but yesterday as I went on, then I had a wave of confusion, and a radiation type pain is coming on me. My neck, my head, one side, then the other side. God knows what this is. I've been trying to do exercises. The Dr. Ellen Mendel's. Oh, But I will continue. What can I do? Right? I have been trying to sleep, and during my sleep, had a headache whenever, whenever I became conscious. Then when going back to sleep, trying mantras and all this, not working. So I've taken Ayurvedic medicine for the headache. Let's see when it starts working. It's slow. But I should have taken aspirin. It's a fast life, you know. Anyhow, so we have to compare these ayats logically. And I know the Shia pattern of thinking. How do I get out of here? So uh, here we go. Whoops. That was an article I came across. Yes, he has to practice. Rasulullah, about his practice and all this. He has to practice what he preaches, which he didn't, because we're told in one instance in Surah Tahrim. And also, yes, Surah Azab ayats, I explained logically. It is what your hearts intend. So, of course, it is what your hearts intend. So, why could you not? I mean, it is obvious that those are not blood relation, blood, sons or your blood children, biological children. So just to marry Zainab and Josh, I came to that conclusion. I'm just talking about later on my conclusion. He had to go in a roundabout manner and all this. So Surah Tahrim. I was not able to put these verses together because there's so much from one thing, then another. So thanks to YouTube, the screen, the live stream, we can show our screens and all this, right? Very, very grateful to, at least I can say this, YouTube for this kind of way live streams. So this is Surah Tahrim, verse 1. O Prophet, why do you prohibit yourself? Have I put my mic? Yeah. O Prophet, why do you prohibit yourself from what Allah has made lawful for you? Now we can go to the explanation of the Shia side that this thing, what Akapuya says in multilingual Quran. And what was the other one? Ah, the other one. But you see, here, then compare it to Surah Maidah Ayat 87. So now the other point has come up that Surah Maidah Ayat 87, I checked my Shia's multilingual commentary, that it is compulsory. It's like, or it's not allowed in Islam to prohibit what Allah has made lawful for you. Under the verse of Surah Maidah, oops, okay, it doesn't matter. Under the verse of Surah Maidah, multilingual Quran, it says that Islam does not allow um you, a Muslim. How is it? So I'll have to go to verse 87. Please bear with me. Verse 89. have to wear strong. I can't find my strong glasses here. I'm so disorganized because of my health. Sorry, really. It's can't find it. Anyways, my eyes. Verse 87. O you who believe, make not unlawful the good things which Allah hath made lawful for you, but commit. Okay, this part is important. Aka Mehdi says, where is it? No, this sorry, Ali commentary. Islam does not allow to forbid the good things. Islam does not allow. See, it is a command. It's a command here. Please pay attention because this is very, very important. As it is important how we have been finding excuses for the Holy Prophet, this thinking that he's the true Holy Prophet, and his progeny, following his progeny, the Shias have. Islam does not allow to forbid the good things. Islam does not allow to forbid the good things. Allah has made lawful. Allah has made lawful. As the self-denying Christians do. You see, this is the problem with us. We have pointed at the Christians. We don't need to have that seesaw syndrome also, that if we go up, we make someone go down. I call it the seesaw syndrome. But at the point, but many points are coming up, so I'm criticizing my own people, my own religious scholars. This means imams. Aka Mehdi says some well-meaning Muslims imitating certain self-denying Christians. Okay, we have 1 month of Ramadan, but then after the fast you can do it, but not during the fast. Can you uh, even sleep with your spouses and all this, right? What is allowed? Usually every day you can do it. So this is terrible. I was ashamed. I felt so bad. Anyhow, but what is important is Islam does not allow. Of course, it is a command here. Make not lawful the good things which Allah hath made, lawful for you. Right? Now you compare this with I'm going into multilingual Quran so we can also see the commentary under the Ayat, Surah Tahrim. 66. O Prophet, oh my goodness, do you see this? It's shocking. O Prophet, why holdest thou to be forbidden that which Allah has made lawful to thee? Huh? Since over there you're telling the believers that do not forbid yourselves, which Allah has made lawful, regardless of whether that thing or action is recommended or not, or only recommended, or only a recommended thing, right? What does this make the Prophet? Now, Aka Medipuya says here to make a vow to do a thing which one has the option to do or not to do is permissible to make a vow. But what Aka Medipuya and the Imams will not tell you, it is an option to do or not to do is permissible in Islam if there is good in it. What Aka Medipuya and the Imams will not tell you is that how come they have, there's a verse in the Quran, Surah Maidah, Ayah, verse 87, that forbids, that does not permit the Muslims, believers, to forbid something which may be recommended to do, which Allah has made lawful for you, right? Do you get it? That's why I cannot rely on my Shia commentaries, the Imam side of it. Like, if I may show you, uh, this is from Islam101.net. I hope I'm not copyrights infringement. He's a witness. You see, Muhammad is a witness. In the Quran, we are told he's been made a witness. So, what this site tells us is that verbal evidence, practical evidence, you can read this from the site, practical evidence, that is, the Prophet in his own life should practically demonstrate all, all that he has been commissioned to present before the world, all demonstrate practically evidence. Now, here, thank you, Islam101.net. This is about Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam as a witness. Muhammad as a witness. Islam101.net, you can go search, Google search, or any engine search, right? You get that? He has to practice everything, practical, demonstrate that he conveys to the world. Here he slipped in Surah Tahrim, we are told, because if we compare Surah Maidah, Ayat 87, and Ayat 1 of Surah Tahrim, we see that here he's telling the believers, do not prohibit the good things which Allah has made lawful. Do not prohibit. Now, the Shias have gone into, well, it was recommended, vow, and this. It is permissible to break a vow in Islam. It is. But in Surah Marriage, what did I find in Surah Tur? I think Surah Marriage, we are told, stand firm in your testimonies, in your shahadas. So there was a time in my life where I was scared to bear witness that there is Allah. I couldn't even go to bear witness that there was a Rasulullah, that Muhammad was the messenger of Allah, because I was so scared. Reading my dua books, I don't know what triggered that, but I was very scared. to take oaths like that and bear witness. Bear witness. Someone didn't properly, because from the imams I found that I, c- they were not properly telling us like who's this all aware. They had not shown us properly. But I later on I found that out because now I can see the way Moji is doing it, showing us and all this. This is how it should have been. Who is the all aware? We just jumped in this and the all compassionate, the merciful, the this 99 names of Allah, attributes of Allah, and all this. So you see, I gave that example of a teacher and student and principal in my last live stream about this. Let's see any comments here. Um Inviting, oh, in my Facebook groups, Understanding Shia Islam, my World Peace Mission, something special from God, anything else, any other, there are many groups here. My old case against Karachi American School group on Facebook, just sharing. Uh, and for the St. Josephians, at the time of Mrs. Munira Gulzar. Oh, I can't share it on a page. I'll have to, what's this? I'll have to share this from my profile to the ex-St. Josephines. Praise for Mrs. Munira Gulzar, Madam Munira Gulzar. Madam Mrs. Munira Gulzar. Oh, you who have believed, do not prohibit the good things which Allah has made lawful to you, and do not transgress. Indeed, Allah does not like transgressors, right? Compare this Surah Maidah Ayat 87 to Surah Tahrim, and I even checked the Shia commentaries. It is not allowed, and it is a command to do such a thing. In Islam, it is not allowed. So, unanimously, the Shias agree it is not allowed through this verse. It is a command, and it is not allowed to prohibit yourself what Allah hath made lawful. O believers, it addresses the believers. Here it's addressing the Prophet, saying, why holdest thou to be forbidden that which Allah has made lawful to thee? Whither did you people go? Huh? Shias? Forget the Sunni Islam. Again, I'm telling you this. I'm done with the Sunni Islam. I did my research. I found Shia Islam falling into perspective proper, you know. So I'm done with long time ago Sunni Islam. Logically, every way, I'm done with it. Please, so see this. Now, how do we see this? So many years, why did we not see this? That is also a question that arises. That this prophet, what happens? You know, when applying like logic, comparing two ayats together, which are about forbidding that which Allah has made lawful. Tell me. Later on, you're going to say the witness. Hey, you're going to say? We've already been saying the shahadat of Hussein, the grandson. of Prophet Muhammad in Karbala. When this prophet, okay, you're going to tell me that because he was under duress and all this is what the wives were testing him about. They weren't like those clever Jews, clever, cunning Jews of Jesus Christ's time. Because you see, the first part when it falters, the second part now, you see these innocent wives of the Prophet, Abu Bakr and Umar's daughters, were testing him. We couldn't see it. We were against them because this ayat then goes against them, turns against them. Not against this Prophet who has done something which he tells the believers not to do because Allah has told him not to do it. A command has come not to do it. He himself has done it here. It's right under our eyes. What you may say under our noses. And shall I put, do you want me to put this? Oh, okay. I will go to my notes. I will be transparent. I will do, I will do silly things, right? You want me to do this? I will do this. But this note, it just doesn't go landscape type. Okay? O Prophet, so Surah Tahrim, now, okay, back, and where is Surah Maidah? Oops, what did I do? Here it is, right? And even take this one. Now you tell me. Do you see both together here? You will see it. Both together. Hallelujah. Sorry, I act sometimes I act funny. I'm very tired, even while getting up. It's not. Can you see this? There's no way I can zoom in. Okay, so here is the ayat. Hmm. Please reserve your. I know the thoughts may be coming. Well, the wives did this and that to him. But under no circumstances can you do this. Surah Maidah ayat tells us. Have a good look at this with your strong glasses. Try to make it into a landscape, to rotate your screens. Maybe after the live stream you can see this. Oh my God, it's not coming properly here. Okay, Surah 66, Ayat 1. O Prophet, why holdest thou to be forbidden that which Allah has made lawful to thee? Regardless, I'm telling you again, regardless of the circumstances, because in Karbala we were told, I mean, how much Imam Hussein was bearing, and yet he did not fall short of his promise to Allah. Surah Marriage ayats. Can't remember, 32, 33? Maybe. Here, he's going against 87, Maidah ayat, what he's told the believers. O ye who believe, make not unlawful the good things which Allah hath made lawful for you. Allah has made lawful to thee. Up, down, 66, 5. Surah 66, Surah 5, Surah 66, Surah 5. And if you Shias are going to tell me, with due respect to you, if you Shias are going to tell me that the wives were harassing him, does it say in the Quran that you can test me, you will find me coming true to my promise? No, it doesn't say it like that. Why doesn't this God say it like this? To test a true prophet, right? You, of course, it is your right. No, no, do not dispute with him. You people, बस ऐसे जाके hypocrites, hypocrites, hypocrites. You don't talk above the voice of the prophet, or, you know, my goodness, that ayat also in the Quran. Don't dispute with him. You can't test him. You can't even say anything to him, question him. And yet it is a very reasonable religion. It is based on rationality also. And then we go to higher truths. But it should start from rationality, right? ABCD, nursery. We are told, oh people, men of reason. Men are told, oh mankind. This is what Bibi Fatma Zahra in a speech to Abu Bakr turned and said, oh people, oh Ansars, oh, and then Bibi Zainab in Darbar Yazid and Kufa, Ibn Ziyad's Darbar court, turning, O men of reason, also appealing to your rationality, logic. Tell me if there is an ayat, I don't know, that you can test this prophet. You have to. So the pagans found him trustworthy, we are told in a commentary. So you see, that doesn't happen. I have to open your eyes. Logically, look at these both ayats. Why holdest thou to be forbidden that which Allah has made lawful to you, thee, or you, right? 87, Surah Maidah. Make not unlawful the good things which Allah hath made lawful for you. Shia commentary. Islam does not allow to forbid the good things Allah has made lawful. Islam does not allow to forbid the good things Allah has made lawful. Where was our reasoning pattern, Shias? Sorry I have to speak like this. Hmm? If you have a good, let me just check from the other, whether it is readable, decipherable, what do you call it? Audible, not. Oh God. Oh no, I did not like this. So, oh yes, you. Can you see this? I can see it from a cheaper. Oh yes, but slightly not very well focused. But it is decipherable, readable, right? O Prophet, Why holdest thou to be forbidden that which Allah has made lawful to thee? I will be sitting on this for a little while. Let's take a deep breath. May we come out of the shock. Um, I'm telling you, under no circumstances were the believers asked to do this. And more, I'm telling you that in Karbala, Imam Hussein said that, don't follow the Umayyad. I am the true Imam. These people will be going astray if they follow these caliphs, the Umayyad caliphs. I have to save my Nana's deen, religion. On this day have we perfected your religion and made Islam, chose Islam for you. Surah Maidah again, Ayat 3 or 55. No, 3 may be the guardians. Who are your guardians? Maybe Ayat 55. Okay, if I made a mistake, waiting for all you to come here and see this. Most of you, inviting you for your own good that you see this. I wish I could. How do I? I don't have a Word document here. Don't have. So just what you do is, if you have a Word document, put these verses together. Surah 66, verse 1, and Surah 5, verse 87 of the Quran. Just put them together like I have done here. And apply logic. Compare them. Don't tell me that the wives were annoying him. Islam does not allow to forbid the good things Allah has made lawful. Ali commentary from Multilingual Quran. Right? Please see this. Take a deep breath for the sake of the truth today. O reasonable men, O men of reason, logic, rationality, not blind following. Are you seeing this? Surah 66, verse 1. And if you're going to say the wives were annoying, thou seekest to please thy consorts, what does it make them? Hypocrites. Hearken not to the hypocrites. Surah Azhab verse. Many such other verses, some other verses say this. Hearken not to the hypocrites. But you will say, since he was a husband also, or whatever reason you might be, because this for the Shias, it's a very, I apologize, Sunni, fellow Sunni, uh, but for the Shias, because you may have given your heart to Sunnis, you may have given your heart to, of course, you've given your heart to Prophet Muhammad and the wives, Ummul Mumineen, and your caliphs, rightly guided, Rashidun, right? Sahabas, like every Sahaba, you cannot take it. If the Shias show you a verse from the Quran against the wives of the Prophet, you cannot see it. I understand your feelings, and the Shias. The Shias go further for Imam Hussein. There's no, limit to what they can do. Their love for Imam Hussein. And then the Shia say that continuity of the Prophet's family members, Imamat comes in. What a great religion! With the Quran on in every era is an Imam. So what were we told? Ali is with the Quran and the Quran is with Ali. What a great religion. Let me tell you, the progeny, they also had one. They also had the guardian protectors, whom they worshipped, the idol worshippers. Surah Zumar ayat. Their, their race, the Umayyad race is also. यजीद का कोई नाम ना ले? No, no. यजीद, जब भी वो इमाम हुसैन का नाम लेते हैं, यजीद का नाम लेना पड़ता है. Imam Hussein is known by Yazid. No, no, no. Thank you. Allah Rashid Turabi, sorry, late. Good does not stand on its own. I have contemplated on that. Yazid ka to koi naam bhi na le. Nadeem Sarwar's Noha. Sorry, I don't mean to pick on Nadeem Sarwar or anyone. Please. But as a Shia, I'm picking on myself. Right? Rational thinkers. One Muslim, Abdullah Samir, found this quite the Surah Tahrim verses quite ridiculous. Much ado about nothing. And why does he have to forbid himself, the Prophet? He could have simply, the wife says, I don't like this garlic. He's making a big thing out of it because he wants to, what does he want to do? He wants to expose the hypocritical Ummul Mu'minins. And here, exposing unfairly, unjustly, the Ummul Mu'minins, what has he done? He's trapped himself. Since now it is very, very clear, rational, logical, you can compare Ayah 66. You don't have to even give, I don't have to give, what do you call that? What happened and on this honey thing and Maria the Coptic. Nothing. Just take these two ayats and use logical comparison. Okay? If P holds this for him, holds forbidden, something that Allah has made lawful, and in Surah Maidah 87, he tells B, make not unlawful the good things which Allah has made lawful for you, and it is a command. What is P? What is P? So sorry, last time I said something like I don't apologize because I see it. Like, from Jane Eyre, I'm not going to repeat it. Sorry if it was too hard for your ears to listen. Are you today on these two ayats? Use your rationality and leave Islam. See him as a false prophet. I challenge. I don't challenge. I appeal to the religious scholars, Shia religious scholars of this time. Previous ones are gone. So sad. You don't want to misguide the people and ask them to follow a hypocrite false prophet. You don't want that. Shias, in Kafi, we are told what you will be in the whoever does that. I'm not saying you, but whoever misguides and all that, where will they be? Those religious scholars. Lowest hell, abyss. I call it abyss, right? Lowest. Ebyss. Hell. It means hell. Jahannam. Jahannam. Those who misguide. Even for advice, I come to the religious scholars. I want some advice for my marriage or something. If you pretend, now, of course, you did not know, you were deceived to such a great extent, you did not see these two ayats. Leave this religion right now. I mean, I have told you previously to decide for yourselves. But when a rational person sees discrepancies, contradictions, what does a rational person do? Hold on to hold on to this. When he sees the deception, the dishonesty, the hypocrisy, the falseness, falsehood, on one hand, in other words, and if you're going to tell me that you know what you have jumped to, oath breaking, and oath breaking is allowed. If you make a vow and something happens that the wives, like here, put the prophet under pressure, I'm surprised. How much pressure, harassment. We are told that Imam Hussein had to endure. Then afterwards, Imam Zain al-Abidin, gratitude. He sajda kiya tha, Imam Sajjad ne. He went into prostration in Karbala. Oh Lord, thank you for. He went into prostration. Imam Sajjad has the title. What title is Sajjad, al-Sajjad? Sujood, in adoration. Imam Zainal Abidin. What is the adornment of Abidin? Worship. He's called the adornment of worship to Allah. Oh my God. Are you and I going to leave this religion? Going to decide today to leave? Seeing, what are we seeing? So that's why I want to be very slow, cover each and every aspect. The wives were annoying him here. What was his grandson doing in Karbala? We are told such a sacrifice, unparalleled. Yazid's army was like tens of thousands. They were only 72. They were enduring. Sabir the, patient. Allah loves the patient. How come the Prophet falters at this? These two hypocrite wives. You see, we are told the hypocritical wives, the hypocrites in Surah Hypocrite, they don't stand a chance. They are like woods cropped up. They have like wooden Surah Hypocrite. Munafi, Munafiqun? Munafiq. Munafiqun. They're just, when the hypocrites come to you, O Muhammad, they say, we testify that you are the messenger of Allah. And Allah knows that you are his messenger. And Allah testifies that the hypocrites are liars. Second verse, they have taken their oaths as a cover. So they averted people from the way of Allah. This is what this Prophet has done. It was evil that they were doing. But the point I wanted to get to was these hypocrites are like wooden, propped up wood. Why even forbid yourself to please those hypocritical wives? What Allah has made lawful. They have taken their oaths. My goodness, oaths. Gee, can I won't be able to hear the mic of, uh, what's this? أيمانهم. Their oaths. Who can dissolve oaths in Surah Tahrim? What Aisha and Hafsa wanted to tell you, these great ladies, two ladies, wanted to expose. Please don't go because of the aversion for the hypocrite Aisha, then you will leave, right? If I prove to you here that Prophet Muhammad was the hypocrite, then you will have that aversion, you will disassociate, and you will also say, Lan Allah alaik, right? But now it's going to change to the hypocrites and their progenies. Oh, the headache is little slightly. I hope it goes. Let me see. They have taken the oaths as a cover. So what did they do? They averted people from the way of Allah. What should have been the way of Allah? That you stand firm in your testimonies, Surah Marriage, and be observant, mindful of the oaths, promises, vows that you've made, pledges you've made, treaties you've made with the pagan idol worshippers. So working it out, who could have not kept their oaths, treaties of peace, and on that they took the Kaaba in Makkah, the keys from Abu Sufyan. Work it out. Today, someone told me, my counselor, in psychology, a priest, Father Augustine, he said, you have to make a decision at a point, right? You have to make a decision. So please now decide. A time comes, you're doing research. So don't be like a pendulum, yeah, wavering here and there. So a time should come when you Shias, my fellow brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers. Fathers no, because oh God, don't remind me of Surah Azab right now. So please see this, right? A time comes when you have to decide, when you see it as a rational human being, as crazy, schizophrenic, under pressure, distressed I am, I'm putting all that aside for myself to show because I love the truth. And yes, even Allama Majlisi, when he finished Hayatul Qulub, he said, I'm after the truth. So how will we see it? How will I show you? How will you believe in me? No, you don't believe in me, but I'm just guiding you to the logical thing that we've missed, that the ulamas have written because the imams gave them, and how they missed out, how brainwashed they were to follow a false, sorry, excuse me, my nose, to follow a false prophet, bluntly telling you and showing you. So cutting down on all the hadiths, taking a shortcut, we will make it easy for you the easy way, Surah Al verse. Maybe it came from the pagans, I don't know, the book of idols. As we are told in Wikipedia, what Allah was, where the word Allah originated from, all of them used it. Christians used it, idol worshippers used it of his time, and even the Jews used it. I'm taking thank God I got a shortcut after many, many years in my 50 plus years. This, please have a look at this. They have taken the oaths as a cover. So so that they would avert so they averted the people from the way of Allah. They shelter behind their oaths. Okay? So they keep to their vows, thus they hinder their own selves and others. So they are told, like, they take oaths and they as a cover. Oh, so they don't break oaths, but they use their oath as a cover. But now Rasulullah, like, no, no, you should break oaths because these hypocrites have been taking an oath and using that as a cover to avert people from the way of Allah. So better break oaths. That is because they believed and then they disbelieved. So their hearts were sealed over another. So which one was? Yes. How important are these hypocrites? So and when you see them, their forms please you, and if they speak, you listen to their speech. They are as if they were pieces of wood propped up. They think that every shout is against them. You know what happened to me as a Shia? Everyone is an enemy. No one is a friend. This whole world. Where are you going? Yes. Even as a human being now, I would say the world is brutal. People are commercializing things and nitpicking and criticizing and complaining. Oh, what a world this is. Full of brutal, cruel people and dumb. And how dumb can we be? Sorry to say it this way. Do you see how our religion, I was dumb also. I don't know how I'm being shown by someone I'm much grateful to. Much, much grateful, and that I'm saved. My building could have been put on fire. My real estate could have been stabbed to death. All of them, women working, God knows, they would have come after me like that. The Muslims. I don't know how I've survived. It's a miracle. You see, apostasy, Khomeini, what fatwa for Salman Rushdie? But this time, I don't know how Hafiz, the times will change. What did Hafiz Shirazi say? So, okay, I'm having a headache. I think I need to take some aspirin. I, so, oh, I can go like this here. Propped up wood, pieces of timber propped up, unable to stand, meaning unable to stand on their own. Thank you in brackets, Yusuf Ali, putting it. Translation, Quran ayat. They think that every cry is against them. But what important point I want to say, the curse of Allah be on them. How are they deluded away from the truth? Now who will you put the curse of Allah on? Who is the hypocrite? Propped up wood. That's why he needs a Jibrail and all the righteous among the believers. Then we say Imam Ali, i.e. Imam Ali. And moreover, angels to assist him in Surah Tahrim against the hypocritical wives. And then what a turn from there to Karbala, the Shahadat of Imam Hussein, and then the Shahadat of Imam Sajjad, and Bibi Zainab in Karbala, in after in at Shamikh, I mean after what? How would you say it? Shamikh Ghariba, in Kufa, in Sham. Their grandfather has fallen short, we are told in Surah Tahrim. Why couldn't you people see it? You Shias. Why couldn't we Shia see it? I see it now. That's why I'm telling you. You want me to go round and round in circles like a mad person? Holding on to something which my rational mind, which is the lowest. If I go to India, start to meditate, spirituality, I would have reached God knows where. If I'd gone to China, gone to the monks there or some Tibet, I would have done Qigong, I would have reached God knows where. So that these devils don't harass me. And the devils can see you from a place where you can't see them. Verse in the Quran. So taking a headache pill again. Where is it? Here. Just hold on a minute, please. So please see this. Like propped up wood. Why should he get distressed? And when, oh, we are told that Imam Hassan, no matter what they killed, they put water off for, they stopped the water, right? What do you call it? They deprived them of water. 3 nights, 3 days, or 4, some say 4, in Karbala. And yet, the son of Prophet Muhammad, we are told in Surah Maidah, Mobila, Al Imran? No, sorry, Al Imran. take your sons. And then we are told in Surah Azab, no one is, don't, the Prophet Muhammad is not the father, and that is a Prophet Muhammad is not he is not the father of any of your men. But, 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 we take the ayat in Surah Al Imran. Take yourselves, take your women, take your children. What does it mean? Children? He took Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein. Imam Hussein was an infant, some months old. So he's the father of Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein, according to that verse, Mubahala verse in the Quran, excuse me, right? So the son. So Imam Hussein was saving this Islam because the Umayyads were trying to distort it, the hypocrites were trying to if like take it out from the roots, destroy it from the roots. We were told, right? So he persevered, Imam Hussein, to save this religion because the Umayyads against these who snatched away the haqq of Allah, who snatched away Allah's haqq, because Prophet Muhammad, given to Prophet Muhammad to save humanity, this true religion, one God, believe in one God. Excuse me. So then, now, but propped up words here, very important. What this? O Prophet, why holdest thou to be forbidden that which Allah has made lawful to thee? To you, meaning to you. What Allah has made lawful to you. O you who believe, make not unlawful. Make not, it's a command. Or do not make unlawful the good things which Allah has made lawful for you. God knows what happened to the Quran experts. Did you forget this verse? No, I don't want to be sarcastic. Sorry. But what really I am seriously contemplating, it's about guiding and misguiding, misleading. You could not have missed this verse in Surah Maidah. You know, when you drive a car, you cannot plead ignorance of the law. So be responsible, rational human beings. What? No, don't tell me that. Even I'm shocked now. I'm telling you, but for myself also, I'm like, how dumb can I be? So my rationality, I don't know how it came logically. Abdullah Samir has been telling us, the friendly ex-Muslim, that, you know, much ado. Why? I mean, what is this in Surah Tahrim? And the honey was this. And okay, if the wife and the husband, they have this thing, why put it in this ayat? I took another way. I'm not saying that, you know, this one is, no, no, no. But then I was also like, well, the thing is that, the way we were told in the commentary section, like, yes, I mean, but I had my doubts about Surah Azab, and so I was listening to him. He's right. But the thing is that here, I had to have a direct, like, show you, comparing two ayahs, where what make this prophet, what it makes this prophet. Surah Maidah ayat 87, if you read. And from his mouth it will become going. and went to the believers because the trusted spirit came on his heart. नाजिल तो इनके दिल पे हुआ है ना. The revelation has come on his heart by the trusted spirit, as we are told in another ayat in the Quran of a surah. You have been allowing us to do matam, azadaris, for what? For a hypocrite? उधर आप कहते हैं कि इमाम हुसैन ने ऐसे ऐसे he with he endured what with he endured and this and what क्या साबर अल्लाह अल्लाह कयामत था बरपा लेकिन इमाम हुसैन का सब्र देखें आप इमाम हुसैन का सब्र देखें करबला में कयामत बरपा था इन पे एक दिन में पूरा फातिमा का घर लुटा अली का घर लुटा एक दिन में in one day Fatima's house was wiped off घर लुटा I mean excuse me or prophet then you're going to say oh well these were they annoyed him so much these wives so then act like a husband and say okay what I will do is I will not have garlic but by God you see because I'm not just speculating. It says he forbid himself what Allah had made lawful. Rational people, logical people. And then I came to this verse, stumbled upon it one day, searching for, because for the Christians, you see, there's a verse, Jews and Christians. Where is it? I had found it. So, but this direct, right? Very direct, you can see it, you can rationalize logic. What makes the prophet? What makes this prophet? Then we go, Christians, where is it? Fight against those who do not believe in Allah. Fight against those who do not believe in Allah. Wait, I'll just landscape. Jews and Christians. May Allah destroy. This is the previous ayat, I think, or okay. 31 ayat of Surah Tawbah. No. They have taken their scholars and monks as lords. Oh, this is 31. No, 29. Sorry, I went down. Those who do not believe in Allah and last day, even though they were given the scripture, fight against those who do not believe in Allah or in the last day and do not consider unlawful what Allah and His Messenger have made unlawful. Very, very important. And who do not adopt the religion. This part. Okay, what have they done? That you fight against them. Fight against those who do not believe in Allah or the last day. And then you remind me of that Surah Baqarah verse. Islam has such a wide connotation. Muslim, you know what Muslim means? Those who submit to Allah's will, who believe in Allah and the last day. Now what this I see here. And what is the important content, logic? What is the important point here? Hmm? And who do not consider unlawful fight them until you kill them. Qatil, qatilu, qatilu. And there's some, so P. Fender was right. Qatilu, qatilu, fight until you kill them. Harama, ma. And I even look at the word, the unlawful, other Surah Maidah, Ayat 87, and Surah Tahrim, Ayat 1. What is the word? They put in different, but it means haram and halal, meaning halal, right? What you cannot make halal what Allah make haram and all this. What this logic? Now fight against those. This Surah Tawbah ayat 29. Hmm? Fight against those who do not believe in Allah or in the last day. You want me now to go to Surah Tawbah? Those who believe, and another ayat in Hajj. Those who believe, those they are not. Anyways, they will be. Leave it to God. Sabians, polytheists, even polytheists. You see, so many contradictions, so many confusing. So I have take one ayat at a time, or two ayats. You know what I mean? Compare them. Who do not consider unlawful what Allah and His Messenger have made unlawful. Very, very good. Not only Allah, but His Messenger. Now you tell me. Oh, God. Okay, the headache. No. What is. No, no. Where was I? Maidah. I was in Surah Tawbah. Okay, you have a look at this also. With those two ayats, I put the three ayat in my note together. Oh my God. Before I forget, I forgot. 29. Thank you. Okay? Now what is this? Oh, fight. Please look at this. Are we going to decide today? I won't have to get up and say, oh my God, what have I done? Oh my God, what have I done? Have I done the right thing? Or am I misleading you people? Let us be rational human beings and decide today. Forget the headache. I'm going to read this out. I think I should. O Prophet, Surah Tahrim, Ayat 1. O Prophet, why holdest thou to be forbidden that which Allah has made lawful to thee? O you who believe, make not unlawful the good things which Allah hath made lawful for you. This Prophet has to tell the believers here. Surah Maidah, Ayat 87, we are told. It is not allowed to forbid in Islam, to forbid the good things Allah has made lawful. Surah Tawbah, Ayat 29. Fight against those who do not believe in Allah or in the last day. and who do not consider unlawful what Allah and His Messenger have made unlawful. What he do here, this messenger? He's called a prophet here. O prophet, why holdest thou to be forbidden that which Allah has made lawful to you? You know, this verse coming out from his heart and his mouth. Now don't tell me that in other verse it say those who believe in Allah and in the last day, okay, Surah Tawbah ayat. Our ulamas have worked it out unanimously, Zara. Our imams have told us. Sunnis will say, our religious scholars have told us. Because in Surah, I've considered Surah Baqarah in that ayat, right? They are safe. Okay, if you want to say here that we have worked it out, our ulamas have worked it out, not you. It's something to find out for yourself. I'm just telling you, I'm just showing you how we should have used logic before believing in this prophet and logic on the Quran ayats, applying our logic first. It failed. Here it failed. And I even gave in Surah Azab, it failed. This means only from the mouth of Prophet Muhammad take Z, that ayat in Surah Azab 4 and 5, it means that he make a mistake, but it is, he also, what did he do? From his mouth made Z his adopted son. And you're also practicing pagan Arab, not to forget that, right? Custom, way of adopting sons. Then Allah tell us, I can go to Surah Azab again. So you see, that's why I not make all in one. Because I'm not prepared and I just from one point come out from one ayat. Where I have to go now? Surah Azab. But will you not see these two ayats and decide today? Regardless of what may be your circumstances or his, you believers, does it say, have you found an ayat which says, O you who believe, make not unlawful the good things which Allah hath made lawful for you? And then another ayat somewhere in the Quran which says, oh yes, you can do this under this circumstances. If I find that ayat, I will come back. Maybe hidden somewhere in the Quran that I haven't found as yet. Because how could it be that we have missed? We have missed. I put a now mic on, my head hurting. Oh God. How could it be that we have missed all this? There has to be another ayat which says, oh, I put it here, that, oh, you believe. But if you are under duress, oh, yes, there is another ayat. But if, only maybe Surah Maidah, in the same, yes, you are allowed to eat what is forbidden if in under very like circumstances. Oh, yes, right? Oh, oh, you have believed, fulfill all contracts, fulfill all the exceptions. Lawful for you are the animals of grazing. O you who have believed, fulfill contracts, not all, please. Sometimes we have clauses. Lawful for you are the animals of grazing livestock. Maybe I try to correct this translation, except for that which is recited to you. Hunting not being permitted while you are in a state of ihram. Indeed, Allah ordains what He intends. If I miss something now, I have a headache. It's very, very bad. A little bad, greater. O you who have believed, do not violate the rights of Allah or the sanctity of the sacred month, or neglect the marking of the sacrificial animals and garlanding them, or violate the safety of those coming to the sacred house, seeking bounty from you, their Lord and His approval. But when you come out of ihram, hatred of a people, and do not let the hatred of a people for having obstructed you from Al Masjid al Haram lead you to transgress, and cooperate in righteousness and piety, and do not cooperate in sin and aggression. This must be a pagan. Okay, from the idol worshipping. And fear Allah, indeed, Allah is severe in penalty. Symbols of Allah. You must honor. Second verse, prohibited to your dead animals, blood and flesh of swine, and that which has been dedicated to other than Allah, and those animals killed by strangling or by violent blow or by headlong fall or by goring of horns, and those from which a wild animal has eaten, except what you are able to slaughter before its death, and those which are sacrificed on stone altars. And prohibited is that you seek decision through divining arrows. That is grave disobedience. But we are allowed. In other verse, we are told, who was that prophet who did arrows and all? Huh, that is grave disobedience. This day, those who disbelieve have despaired of defeating your religion. So fear them not, but fear me. This day I have perfected for you your religion and completed my favor upon you and have approved for you Islam as a religion. But whoever is forced by severe hunger with no inclination to sin, then indeed Allah is forgiving and merciful. But whoever is forced by severe hunger with no inclination to sin. Oh, so the Prophet was not inclined to sin. Again, oh, no, wait a minute. So I think I finished that last. Prohibited dead animals and severe. Oh, it's all these translations, right? Now we come to 4 of Surah Maidah. They ask you, Muhammad, what has been made lawful for them. Say, lawful for you are all good foods and game caught by what you have trained of hunting animals, which you train as Allah has taught you. So eat of what they catch for you, and mention the name of Allah upon it, and fear Allah. Indeed, Allah is swift in account. The day all good foods have been made lawful. This day all good foods have been made lawful, and the food of those who were given the scripture is lawful for you, and your food is lawful for them. And lawful in marriage are chaste women from among the believers, and chaste women from among those who were given the scripture before you, when you have given them their due compensation, desiring chastity, not unlawful sexual intercourse, or taking secret lovers. And whoever denies the faith, his work has become worthless. and he is in the hereafter will be among the loser. And he in the hereafter, sorry for the mistakes. Let me see anything else that in severe hunger. Oh, you who have believed when you rise to perform elbows, janaba. Oh, yeah, this. Uh, so you will say, okay, this ayat, back to this ayat, right? You will say that here it says in severe cases, what Allah has made unlawful, but you can, if you are forced by hunger with no inclination to transgression, meaning if Imam Hassan, right, there was no water in Karbala, and if Imam Hussein had to put his tongue in his son's tongue, in his son's mouth to give him some saliva because he was completely exhausting, Ali Akbar, or, you know, that is not considered unlawful. Just need some water. So, in severe cases, what Allah has made unlawful, but you are forced, you can not inclining to sin, meaning not in a lustful way, incestuous relationship, right? So, yes, now this verse has come. Was it a severe case for Rasulullah? Oh, where's my, sorry, yeah, was it, can you hear me? I just went away from the mobile. Was it a severe case? But if any is forced by hunger, so what Allah has made lawful and unlawful, but if any is forced by hunger with no inclination to transgression, and then the alims also see the marjas that in this situation, what can be allowed if it's not mentioned in detail in the Quran, like in Karbala, there was no water, the water was stopped. So he tells Prophet, God asks him, why did you, so no inclination to sin. Yes, the Shias are going to hit me with this verse. I have to cover everything. Surah Maidah, Ayat, let me contemplate on this 3. Severe case where the wives are annoying him. Oh God. O Prophet, why holdest thou to be forbidden? O Prophet, why holdest thou to be forbidden that which Allah has made lawful to thee? Okay, I will look into this matter because of Surah Maidah ayat, beginning 1. Can't remember the number, I've had it now. I will be contemplating. O you who believe, make not unlawful the good things which Allah has made lawful for you. Why holdest thou to be forbidden? You see, there the condition is that they did not forbid themselves in severe cases what was made lawful, right? I'm still, can you believe it? The Shias even did not show us the proper, and this prophet is a hypocrite, false prophet. how confusing it becomes. There in severe cases, but here the problem is that made, he has prohibited himself that which Allah has made lawful for you, seeking to please thy consorts. Maybe you can say appeasing them. The poor prophet was under duress. No, no. You see, logically, logic, apply rationality. What is the point here? And what is the point there in Surah Maidah? So I'm trying to cover everything. And the headache is on, and I have to now, a wave of confusion is also coming because of maybe my allergy and all this. So I better go. I will continue. Oh, yes. No, we will. I will continue later on this. I will come back when the headache goes. Thank you so much for being here. We're still hanging on like dumb people. How dumb can we get? Right? So for myself also, I'm seeing it. Okay, thank you very much. I'll continue later.